reason why this particular course appealed to me was because it's exactly that. It's global, it's international, and it's a different perspective. And while sport's been an enormous part of Australian culture for a long time, the administration and professionalism of it is probably still a fair way behind Europe in a sense. My name is Len Villani. I'm Football Operations and Compliance Manager at the Carlton Football Club. So operationally, there's always plenty happening within a footy club. So specifically working down in the football department, quite a diverse role right across obviously the day-to-day operations of the team, be it match days and execution of match days, scheduling of obviously the week, travel itineraries, logistics, that sort of thing. Also look after partnerships with apparel partners. Was never good enough to play sport, which is most, I think, of people's sporting careers in administration anyway start out, or at the elite level anyway. So always had a great passion for sport, and being based in Melbourne, it sort of goes hand in hand, given the passion, the interest around it, particularly with AFL footy. So yeah, that's something I always wanted to pursue. So obviously through university and then volunteering initially, just back at a talent pathway club or academy club, working with them in the initial phase as that volunteer, and then slowly expanding and growing on that role to some paid work in sort of footy operations and some support roles. And that sort of morphed into my first full-time role in footy. An opportunity came to sort of transition into this role, which I applied for and was lucky enough to get. And yeah, this is coming into my 5th year in the role, and yeah, really enjoying it. There's never a dull moment, every day is different, and you're surrounded by high achieving people, which sort of gets you out of bed in the morning. Yeah, it's not just the players who obviously want to get the best out of themselves, but you're really rubbing shoulders with some of the best people, whether it be in coaching, high performance, leadership, that probably sport in Australia has got to offer. So that's a really exciting aspect of working at a footy club day to day. So it'd been a few years out of uni. I think it was 15 years by the time I wanted to enrol. I think it's sort of just at that stage of my career where it's about, well, what are the next steps? And I'm never someone who really enjoys being too comfortable, and sort of looking more globally at my sort of journey, my career path, and where I'd want to get to. And I think that going back and studying a Masters would just help to really, I suppose, challenge myself and extend myself, and also just start to open up other areas beyond the operations and day-to-day of sport, which is sort of where I've spent majority of my time. The reason why this particular course appealed to me was because it's exactly that. It's global, it's international, and it's a different perspective. And while sport's been an enormous part of Australian culture for a long time, the administration and professionalism of it is probably still a fair way behind Europe in a sense, particularly in soccer or football, as they call it over there, sort of terms. So looking at that lens and saying, well, what's going to be a point of difference and what will genuinely broaden my horizon and my network beyond this one that I've been able to build within Australia, that was really the instigator, I suppose, for me wanting to apply for the program. Yeah, thus far I've found the content really relative and really useful in terms of a good balance of academia and understanding that, but also the practicalities of it in terms of, well, how do you actually use it in the workplace and bring it to life. And even to the point where the marketing subject that I've taken up first semester, for example, the learnings that I've been able to draw and then already share some of those things internally, has just really held me in good stead in terms of where I want to go, where I want to get to, and how I'm going to get there. And things that I'll be able to take forward and apply not just within operations but in future roles as well. So the actual coursework and some of the assignments, it's actually things that you can use day to day. And beyond that, yeah, some of the summits that we've been able to hold online and guest speakers in and around leadership, for example, have been really great. Validates a lot of your thinking, but also just keep an open mind to different ways of doing things, and some of those skills that I've already sort of tried to implement within my own day-to-day work here.